Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob here, and I'm playing our weekend game right now. It is kind of late for me, Saturday about 5 p.m. I thought I would dip in and get like a last minute pull in on this tournament. And this is a fun hand to start with. Pass, and no trump. And the first thing you have to understand is the system that the robot plays in these situations. And they play what's called Cappelletti, which is not something you have to play. It will tell you. The good thing is every bid will be kind of self-explanatory. So if you want to click over it, two clubs, Cappelletti, single suited. That means that two clubs would be a single suited hand: diamonds, hearts, spades, or clubs. Two diamonds is the majors, hearts and spades. Two hearts is hearts and a minor suit, and two spades is spades and a minor suit. So that's the system that you would play in this situation. So you could show a number of different hands, but the other thing that this convention affords you is a penalty double of one no trump, and that's what we want to do with this hand. What you can see is a pretty good pathway to a bunch of tricks. My goal here is to double a no trump. I'm fully expecting them to transfer to spades and find a fit that way, and I'll maybe try to double for takeout later if I can. I'm not sure what that will be as it comes forward, but the big thing is we have the best hand at the table, and it's 18. And if we are going to play one no trump, which would be amazing if we get to do that, my plan is to lead a fourth best diamond, hopefully set up my entire diamond suit, and then I have three tricks outside of that in my own hand, right? So here, whenever you have like the middle or top of their range or better, so their range is 15 to 17, if you're a good 16 or more and you have a penalty double available, that's what you're showing. And as expected, two hearts, two spades. This gets to be a takeout double. I'm going to make it. And my partner floats it, which isn't too surprising considering they probably have a lot of spades over there, as long as we don't see a bunch of them in dummy. And here we get a nice pull on this one. Ace, 2, 6, 9. Interesting. We didn't see the 5 of diamonds. And to be honest, I don't even know what the heck that would mean anyway. Let's count the points first. We had 18. Our right-hand opponent, we're going to give them 16, the middle of their range, 15 to 17. That's 34. There is 6 in dummy, right? The dummy didn't have any points in there, so there's 6. That looks like 40 points, right, folks? All right, so it looks like partner's not going to really be coming to the party with a lot of tricks. So at this point, I'm going to cash my king of diamonds. Now we see that 5 come from declare. Ace of clubs, king of clubs. Might as well cash out my tricks. I don't think partner's really going to have many points over there. So at this point, I'm hoping they're getting a ruff in one of these suits. And if not, I just hope they have a spade trick over there. Maybe jack with a lot of length would be lovely. At this point, I'm just kind of pitching away. I'm hoping I'm getting this one trick or more. We'll find out. What does our partner have? I don't think they can have the king, right? They have to have, it looks like ace, king, queen to our right. Looks like our partner either doesn't have any. They have 10-4. There we go, partner. That's the classic robot false card. Our partner had no points. They're probably supposed to bid here, to be honest. They probably didn't have a bid, though, because they did have 4 spades. That's most likely their longest suit. I don't think we could have done too bad by just switching to whatever it trick to anyway, but let's take a quick peek. Yeah, what does partner want to take out to? Nothing, unfortunately. We could have bid 3 diamonds here, I suppose, as well. But I'm not too unhappy with how this worked out. The big thing to understand is this is all going to really be dependent on what system you agree to play over their opening one no trump bid. Some of you haven't heard of any of these systems. Other of you have heard of Cappelletti, Meckwell, Landy, Multi-Landy, all sorts of different things. All are options. The really good options for hands like this include a penalty double, right, which is their range or better. A lot of the other system, though, do not have this as an option. So if you played something like Meckwell, for instance, double would be conventional. So you would have to kind of start showing one of these hands like diamonds in a major or something like that with that system. Luckily, we had a penalty double available and got to find a good spot. Diamonds doesn't appear that it would be too terrible, but going plus 100 on the first board should be pretty decent, considering that double is kind of our only choice when we have a penalty double available. With 18, we want to get in there with that. Look at this next hand. Boom. A very solid 17, unbalanced. We're going to open a club. Ooh, look at this. Partner bids a heart. It goes 2 spades to our right, which is preemptive. I'm going to bid 4 hearts, folks. That's 17 points, but with that shortness in diamonds, our spade length, and wow, look at the spades. We're not going to lose any tricks here. The question will be, how many hearts do we lose? At this point, we're just going to follow this around for that. The question is, do we rough a diamond or do we play a club over to dummy? I'm okay roughing a diamond. And now we'll play a low heart to the queen. Notice we're not going to play the jack. We do not have the 10 or the 9. We're hoping for king doubleton onside. And we didn't get it. So that's the way we play this suit combination. When we don't have the 10 or the 9, we just have ace, queen, and jack in different hands. We play low to the queen or low to the jack, whatever one we're doing, and we cash the ace, right? Where we're really hoping for our best possibility is king doubleton onside. And when we don't get that, oh well, we just leave it out there. We'll draw trump by just playing clubs and letting them ruff whenever they want to. We'll pitch our diamonds first as we go. And then we can take another spade finesse if we want, or we can just play ace of spades and a spade. As usual, the robot's going to be, stingy with their honor and hearts. They're going to make us work for it. And there it is, folks. We'll take our plus 650. And that will be board 2 for us. I don't think we really have anything else to do on this hand. We always have a heart and a diamond loser no matter which way we play these things. And notice if we played the jack of hearts, the robots have a very easy win, right? They cover an honor with the king. And now that forces the ace. They can cash away that queen, but now the 10 just comes to them for a trick as well. So here the hope is they have one less heart. Right? And now when we take that finesse and cash the ace, the king falls, and then the jack is the winner, and we draw all the trump without losing a trick. That didn't happen, but we tried our best, right? So this time we have a 13 count. Easy 1 club start. 1 spade by partner. The question here is, do you bid a no trump or 2 clubs? I like to bid a no trump here. Diamonds is a question sometimes, but not really in this situation, and certainly not on this lead. Wow, look at that, 10 of hearts. We get to take our king. I'm just going to play a low heart to the ace and then cash a club and start playing our clubs over here. And this is beautiful. We're going to watch for lefty to pitch any hearts. If they do, we're going to cash the jack of hearts at some point anyway. But we might not want to cash it right away here. I'm going to continue to play this. I think I'll pitch a spade here and see what happens. Okay. Now we can play a heart, right? I'm just going to play a heart here because I want left-hand opponent on lead. I'm just going to play this heart and pitch a spade from dummy. And now hopefully they either break diamonds for us, which might be good, or they hook us up with a little spade play. It looks like the spades are bad. Ace, queen to our left, and they might have navigated this correctly. Yeah, they did. I probably should play the king of spades there. Oh, I should have. No. The king of spades is my only chance at success, folks, and I dumped it. Terrible. Should have made 3 there. Absolutely awful. Let me show you what I mean, folks. As I did it, you notice I'm starting to say it like, yeah, I probably should play the king, and of course it's wrong. So right at this very end point, I have to recognize one really crucial thing. Once I let them in, I'm letting them in for this reason, right? I want them to have a little problem pitching and or helping us to create a trick, and I get it, right? It goes diamond, diamond. Once this spade comes back and it's a low spade, I have no choice, folks. Right? Playing low is never going to win, right? Unless they've played badly, right? They could have smothered the jack of spades. They know I've pitched all these cards. So at this point, really, I have no problem here just by hopping up with the king and taking a trick. And if it doesn't work, I still might win in the times where they have a diamond left and only have the ace of spades, or I win in the case that they've been smart here and tricked me by leading a low spade. So dummy me, an extra trick is on the menu for board 3. I hope that doesn't derail my whole score here. Ooh, look at this one. Board number 4, they open a diamond. I have a big hand. Yuck. 1 diamond past 1 spade, 3 hearts on my left. Interesting. I would like to double and see what they do and then bid 4 spades. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to bid 4 spades. Hopefully it's not going to show a good enough hand, but I guess I can only do what I do. Here we could have passed, we could have tried to play diamonds as well, but we want to play in a major whenever possible. No trumps looks like it, I don't know. No trumps looks like it might be bad or good. I don't know. I don't know which one is which. I'm going to win the king of clubs and dummy, though, because I want to take a spade finesse as quickly as I can and get to drawing this trump, because I'm worried about roughs and not only diamonds, but also even in clubs at this point. And then look at that. Bad spade break. Really bad, actually. 5-1, I suppose. Here we need to start getting in the business of creating some tricks for ourselves and hopefully shortening our side of certain cards here. So let's see what happens on this jack. Maybe they cover. Oh, that's a good holding there. We like that. There we go. We get to rough that. We'll shorten. We're trying to shorten ourselves down here. Bingo, we'll do that. Nah, too bad. They were able to rough in on that one, and now we just eventually have to lead to them, right? We're just going to lead another diamond and wait for a queen of spades to be in a good spot, and it is now. Here it's going to go A little rough. And the same could have been if we had led trump from our hand. Unfortunate on this one. Good job by preempting by the opponents, right? When they get in there with this 3-heart bid, it deprives us of the room we might have had to discuss these hands in more detail. I don't know what North would have done if they would have rebid diamonds or bid clubs. If they bid clubs, we'll have a 4th suit forcing auction and have a little more time. But West really deprived us of this possibility. My choices are interesting. I want to make sure I make a forcing bid, right? Because I have a good hand. I might even have a slam in some of these hands here where the auction has gone this way. So when I double, I'm just trying to see what partner's willing to do. And then when I bid 4 spades, it's clear I had a 4 spade bid originally, right? My partner didn't provide any extra information by bidding diamonds. So this should just be this sort of hand. A little bit of extra values with a self-sufficient-ish spade suit. Unfortunately, when we get this bad of a break, self-sufficiency is not enough. So unfortunate to be down 1. Diamonds looks like it would be pretty good, to be honest. I have to say diamonds is a makeable contract. In fact, you might make 12 tricks in diamonds. It's pretty sick. Ace queen and 3rd onside is quite a nice holding there. We only lose 1 diamond, and we might just be able to escape with our lives there with a rough of a heart in dummy. We're looking pretty good. All right, let's take another look here. So first 4 boards, I don't know. There's 2 boards that are questionable there. I think board 4 will be average-ish. And here we have a nice 16 count with a 5-card major. Don't forget, that's a no trump, folks. And, ooh, nice lead. Frequently with the robots, especially when you open a no trump with a 5-card major, they know that major suits are usually pretty weak for us in these cases. So they are frequently going to lead these suits when it's not necessarily good for them. And they give us an easy pathway to success here. The jack's probably to our left, but we don't care about that. Now let's hope they don't find a heart switch. Ooh, let's see if that's working for us. This is what I got wrong the first time. When they lead a diamond from their left here, they could have the queen. They may not, though. If they do, though, we have to play the jack now, right? It's our only opportunity to take this extra trick because they've already led away from it. So we'll take that, and now we'll hop over to our hand with this diamond and cash some spades. I'm going to pitch clubs here. I don't want to let them know that hearts is a good spot for them necessarily. Maybe we'll even convince them to lead a club at some point. So here, I'm not going to lead a club. I'm going to leave my king of clubs hopefully in a good position to take a trick later and let them lead it. Yeah, there we go, folks. Here it looks like righty might have a short heart counter here. Oh, no, they just had ace-10. Okay, we'll take it, though. We've already taken an extra club trick on this one, so we will take making +1 on this. And that's not a terrible result, right? I'm much more happy with this one, no trump making 2 than on board 3, right? So this is not a terrible spot. If you open a no trump, you should be rewarded accordingly on this hand. And this is why we do it, folks. This is a hand that you could describe by opening 1 spade, but your rebid is going to be almost impossible. How do you show 16 in a balanced hand on your rebid? You don't, right? You don't have a bid to do that because you would have opened a no trump if you had it already. And that's why we do it that way, folks. We don't love suppressing our 4-card major, but we do it because getting our values out there is the most important thing. And I realize I'm talking about the last hand as I'm playing the next one, but this one's so straightforward. We have a 15 count. We open a no trump, partner bid Stamen. We show our 4-card heart suit. And for the robots, this is invitational and natural, folks. This shows 4 spades and it shows 9 high card points. It's a good way where we can end at the 2 spade level if we want to. Here, I'm going to bid 2 no trump because I don't have an acceptance of that invitation, right? My partner said I have something like this and I have a 15 count. I'm at the low end. So here I do not accept spades. However, I do accept the level, which is the 2 level. And here I'm hoping West led 4th best from their queen because we have a nice easy spade finesse at this point that we're going to take right now. If it loses, we're not terribly unhappy because we still have diamond entries to dummy and 2 spade tricks now. So here I'm going to play low at least once, give them a chance to help create a trick. If clubs are breaking evenly now, we're home free. This is an interesting one. The jack of hearts lead. I'm going to cover. And now I'm going to win the ace, and I'm going to play a low diamond. And that's what we're hoping for, folks. The worst they can do now is cash a heart, and there they go. But now my 9 of hearts is a stopper there. If the clubs are breaking evenly, that will help us as well. But now we have an embarrassment of riches. We have so many tricks. Were the clubs 3-3? Yes, they were. Wow, everything was going well for us. This is, I suppose, good news, bad news. Good news is we made 2, and we're in the right level. We shouldn't be at the 3 level based on the way they defended. Bad news is they defended quite well. They found a spade lead, and in an effort to create spade tricks for ourselves, I just led the 10, and here we're winning this finesse whenever it's a normal lead, right? This, if you were defending normally, you would lead the top of nothing, the 7 here. The deuce usually suggests an honor, so on this opening lead, in the real world, we would expect this 10 to hold. As it turned out here, it did not hold, but it still created a trick for us. The problem is, by the time we got back in, they had already taken the tricks that they were supposed to take. All right, so here, good job by the robots, but we'll take 2, no making 2. And now we have a ho-hum 13 count with lots of kings and queens, so we open a club. And we're back in business here. Ooh, partner has some 4th suit forcing for us, and we will bid 2, no trump. The most important things that you remember here, folks, is in response to 4th suit forcing, you have 2 priorities. Priority number 1, if you have it, is to show 3 card support for partner's original major. So we would ask ourselves, do we have 3 hearts? The answer is no. Part 2, if you don't have that, do you have a stopper in the 4th suit? A stopper is anything that will take a trick and prevent the opponents from running the suit. We, in fact, do have a stopper. This is just a natural response by partner. We don't care. We want to play 3, no trump. This is a big misfit. And we have a nice run to start this hand. We have 5, 7. We have 7 top tricks. We do see many sources of extra tricks, really in all the suits. Diamonds being the preliminary or best suit here. So here, before I crunch out all those club entries and dummy, I'm going to take a diamond finesse. Right? I'm going to play the diamond to the 10. That's going to win. Now we know that finesse will win in the future. The problem is we can't take it again, right? Our hand is just clubs, hearts, and spades, so we'll never be able to take that diamond finesse again. So the question is, do we run clubs, cash ace of diamonds, and hope the queen the queen is falling and we get an extra trick? We could do that, or we could maybe play another suit now, see if we can create another trick there, and in an effort, maybe we get them to either lead diamonds or just provide us with extra tricks before we have to make the decision of cashing the ace of diamonds. So if I ran all my winners right now, I would still only have 8, right? Because I don't know that jack of diamonds is a winner just yet. So I'm going to do something funky here. I'm going to play a low heart. And here, this is the one worry, right? You don't want to have to play the jack and see a heart come through, but it's still not devastating. This is what we really want to see, though. We want to have them give us an opportunity for an extra trick, and they've just done so. And now we're at 9, folks. If I count my winners now, I have 4 clubs. I now have 1 spade for 5. I've taken 3 already. That's 8. And I have that ace of diamonds over there for 9, folks. And that's why we do it this way. So now I may, in fact, have another diamond as well. But I'm just going to take this king. I'm going to pitch a heart. And then I'm going to play a low club to the ace. And they pitched a diamond. That's amazing for us. Because now it's going to go ace of diamonds. Boom, boom. And if they had the queen there, they would drop it, but it turned out they had more than that. We still love to see that. And now we'll play this, and we'll just end up exiting our hand with a spade at some point. We can pitch away this jack of diamonds and hope that it matters for us. It's not going to, right? We're just happy we're going plus, and there goes that diamond winner at the end. And that is making 3, folks. We like that. We only had 7 tricks to start. With a little patience, we created a couple more with a finesse and then just a give up of a play. And we'll hope that scores well for us. And look at this one. 1 club pass to us. Ooh, this is a good bid, folks. I don't know if any of you knew what to do here, but 2 no trump is what I'm going to do. And I want you to recognize something very crucial. We are in the balancing seat, which means if we pass, the auction is over. We never have preemptive bids in the balancing seat, so this would not be unusual. A jump overcall here would be strong, not weak. And that's because of just the simple fact that if you think about what a preempt is made for, a preemptive bid is made to keep the opponents from finding their best possible spot. And if we're worried about them finding their best possible spot in this auction, we can just pass, right? Unless we think their best possible spot is clubs. So if you're worried about them finding a spade fit or doing anything here, we just pass and the auction is over. So because we don't preempt, all of these bids are strong, and that's the bet I'm going to make. 2 no trump should show, honestly, it should probably show like 18 to 20-ish, and that's the hand we have and we're describing for our partner. Interesting opening lead. This is always a really good thing to get in the habit of doing, counting the points when you know a lot of information. So we know West opened the bidding, so let's give them their opening hand, 12 points. We have 6, 7, 9, 13, 17, 19, all right? That's 31. And our partner has 2, that's 33. So righty could have some values here. But what do we know from the auction, folks? Righty passed originally, right? Right-hand opponent did not make a call at all, which means they have less than 6 points. So let's back into a better answer here. What's West looking at? Well, if we give them their maximum 5, there's 7 plus 19. Right, that's 36, or excuse me, 26, which means lefty has more like this hand. So they had a good opening hand over there, and that's something we can expect to see them continue to play here. So we're hoping, and they open clubs, so we can't expect them to have more than 4 of these. Here, I was hoping to see the 9 of hearts in one of these situations. I didn't. And if left-hand opponent has more than 4 hearts, it would be shocking, right? So at this point, I'm very confident that left-hand opponent has that card. I have a couple ways I can go. I can play a low diamond to set up diamonds, or I can play a low club. Here, I get the best of all worlds because I get to set up an entry to dummy over there. Here it is. And then I can take a diamond finesse if it's going to be winning. It's unlikely that it is, but still I gave it a shot. And here comes, let's go 9. There we go. Too bad. we could have set up a heart trick there, if you notice, by simply playing that suit. Here it just looks like we're going to take enough tricks, I think. That's going to, no, we're only going to have 7 at this point. I can pitch a heart, to be honest, but it's not going to matter. They're going to take 2 of these at the end. Looks like I could have made it in hindsight if I let a heart before burning that club entry. Right? And now we get to the chance of getting that heart trick and not giving up these tricks at the very end. Unfortunate. Let's see the results, though. How do we do? It's late, so we should have most of the people in at this point. I'll wait and see the score as it comes in. I'll filter it over to you. It takes a couple moments for it to populate for you after the tournament, and it's a provisional, right? It's always a provisional result because all the hands haven't quite been played just yet, right? So it's once it gets finished, you'll have the final result. And here, I think the hands we thought would be poor for us were poor for us. The first 2 we knew were going to be okay. This board number 3, I could have made 3 easily, right? If I just pop up with my king of spades, I should go plus 150. I think that's why this is 22.7. The 150s are probably at least average plus. Good section of boards here. And I think we knew these were going to be okay. 4 spades in the South was a pretty normal contract. And let this be a lesson to you. You don't have to make every contract to get a good score. Right? We're down 1 getting 65% because we're doing better than people going down more or maybe finding different contracts. And this last one here, I mean, in hindsight, we can make it. We could also have found our way to a different contract possibly by not bidding 2 no trump. So let me show you this one. Board number 8. I think a lot of people just didn't know 2 no trump was an option, right? So there's probably a lot of people just not in 2 no trump at some lower level contract doing better than minus 50. However, in hindsight, if I just burn that heart, I can take 9 tricks as it turns out, right? Because I still have that jack of club entry. I guess they can take 2 spades. They can always take a diamond, a club, 2 spades, 1 diamond, 1 club, and 2 hearts. I mean, I guess we can't make it. If we have to give up everything, I guess we can't make it. And excuse me as I dump our camera angle here. Okay. Well, I guess I'll show you the camera. Oh, there it is. Back at you. So we're back in live. So 2 boards here. Could have been a little better, but 60.61, we'll take that, right? That's pretty good for an 8-board set. I think we could do better in a few of these for sure. Board 7, we might be able to mine for more tricks. Let me just show you this one as well. There's a possibility here if we go up mining a little further, we have a chance that King 10 of hearts is in a nice spot for us, but whatever. I'm very happy with the way we went with most of these. Board 3, clearly a mistake in the moment. And board 8, maybe a lot of you weren't sure what to do and you doubled first, whereas 2 no trump is your best bid with that big hand in the balancing seat. Hope I taught you something on that one, and I hope you had fun playing the game. Don't forget, folks, you can sign up for this game if you are not playing in it yet. Sign up before Thursday afternoon, and you'll be in for the next week, and there you can do it at that moment, at that link, or in the link I share with you through the comment.